Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with a WBZ News update. Top stories today. Police in Brookfield are planning to search the water for a missing woman today. Search and rescue teams plan to take a look in ponds near the spot where Brittany T. was last seen. The 35-year-old disappeared 2 weeks ago today. Crews will also be searching the woods in that area. Good news for Lego fans. The company's moving its head office to Boston. The Lego Group made the announcement earlier today, saying that it plans on making the move by the end of 2026. The company's home base in the U.S. has been Enfield, Connecticut since 1975. When Lego officially makes the move, it's expected to bring hundreds of jobs to Boston. Lego says the move will happen in phases, and it considers Boston one of the best cities in the world to attract top talent. Many people in our area are still without power after yesterday's storm. Residents woke up to blocked off sections of streets across the town of Harvard Tuesday morning, where more than half the town woke up without power. Some lost power multiple times as the storm moved through. It knocked down trees and power lines, and all this as the next potential round of snow is right around the corner. Utility crews have been working round the clock. Companies say most residents should get their power back by this evening. Let's get a check of the forecast now with meteorologist Zack.
Our next big thing is dialing in another round of snow for tomorrow. Late afternoon, heading into the evening hours seems to be our best bet, but there is a whole lot of warmth just down the corner, and that is going to allow for a very quick changeover as we make our way late tomorrow night. I think most of the region is actually going to be in a drenched scenario rather than the snowy event. Nonetheless, there are going to be very specific locations that deal with one type of precipitation and others that handle another. As of now, we are precipitation free, and even though we've got the clouds, we've had a few sneaks of blue sky here and there. 36 degrees in Boston, wind speeds kicking around 15 miles per hour sustained, gusting over 25 miles per hour. So what you see right now with at least the low to mid 30s out through Worcester County feels like the upper 20s into the mid to upper 30s inside of 495. Take about 5 degrees off of that to get to the wind chill value. So it's winter jacket worthy through the rest of the afternoon. I still think we're going to get more breaks in the cloud cover prior to sunset, so there's some blue sky to take advantage of before turning the corner and increasing the clouds as we move overnight. Still remaining out without any of the snow or the rain. It's still going to be very blustery as well, and with temperatures landing into the low 20s, it's going to be feeling like the teens as we wake up on Wednesday morning. High pressure eventually going to be moving offshore, and as that happens, we're going to replace it with the system that's locked out towards Texas from Oklahoma into the northern side of the Lone Star State, dealing with the snow, the North Gulf holding on to the rain, and we will have that combination rolling here locally. But the National Weather Service has put a winter storm watch in effect for the locations that are likely going to see some higher accumulation values, and they're recorded out to northern Worcester County and interior Middlesex County. What does that mean? Insult to injury. On top of what was already the power outage scenario yesterday, this may have yet another batch of flickering lights, if not more scattered outages. So by the time we hit 4 p.m. tomorrow, things are really going to start deteriorating. So the morning drive's okay, midday drive is fine. It's going to be the evening commute that slows things down. We get a big boost of warmth coming out of the south. So for those along the south coast, the Cape and the Islands, not going to be a snow event for you. Simply wet rather than white. Very gusty winds around Buzzards Bay for the Cape and the Islands as well. Possibly some isolated damage, but I think we're really going to reserve that to the heavier snowpack over into the Route 2 corridor and for areas farther north. By 10 p.m., you notice the rain and snow line has now progressed farther north over the Massachusetts and New Hampshire border, which means that most in southern New England will have a wash-away effect. This will be steady downpours. We're expecting torrential rain at times. Can't rule out some lightning, possibly some thunder, but all of this is going to be moving out of the way as we wake up on Thursday morning. So you see this 1 to 3, it might have more of a wash-away effect. It'll be difficult to actually measure that up. There may be some locally higher values as we go to Route 2 and up into southern New Hampshire, but I still think it's going to be combined with some very soggy conditions, recording anywhere from 1 inch to 1.25 inches on average. So a lot of water to handle, a lot of melting, a lot of thawing, a lot of ponding and puddling as we go into Thursday morning's drive. Some drying out and some improvement for Thursday afternoon. That's when the rain is ending. That's when we boost up our temperatures. We're at 50 degrees that day, back into the 30s on Friday, and then leveling off in the low 40s for Saturday and Sunday.
I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.